Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is how my summer went. I wanted to share with you guys this wonderful trip that I got to go on. This was to London. Now listen, I've never been to Europe. I've never been over there at all. So super duper exciting. So the family and I had a wedding to go to, and we decided we're gonna go and explore London. So this is JFK. This is us hopping on the plane in JFK and heading over to London. Now this was about 6.5, 7-hour flight. So we got these really comfy chairs. And this was landing in London, Heathrow Airport. And here's my son Logan, first picture landing in London. So we're super duper excited. And this is a taxi, so we thought it was very cool. We were soaking up the whole vibe. But yeah, like I said, we had family that lives here, so we were here for a wedding. But we also had a couple days to explore, so that was super exciting. And I wanted to share with you guys, so I hope you enjoy all of our sights and the little video clips that I was able to grab for you guys. And this is just us traveling for the first time on what they say the right side of the road. For us, it's the wrong side of the road, so it was a little scary. This was a sign that I saw at one of the stops for the train. That was very cool. This is called Wivelsfield Station, and that's next to family that we stayed with. We stayed at an Airbnb, and here's the train map. And we just had to go south down to Brighton, which is Brighton Beach. So we stayed in Burgess Hill, and we got onto the Wivelsfield station and went straight down to Brighton Beach. Here's Logan and I on the train ready to go down to the beach. And we were actually just going down there for like the boardwalk and the arcade and all that kind of stuff. They had a cool pier. So it's called Brighton Beach. If you haven't been before, it's very eclectic. It's very, very cool. I love their station. Look at how beautiful it is. It's very big, and I thought it was very neat. Of course, I was looking for the platform 9 3/4, but I never found it. Maybe next time. This was my husband and I at Brighton, right in front of the Brighton Angel sign. And this was their beach here. It was all rocky, which was a little odd for us, but we were told later on, if you walk all the way to the right side, it ends up being like more of like a sandy beach, but it was pretty cool. You're able to get a couple rocks to bring home. And my son had a blast at the pier. They had tons of different rides to go on, so that was a lot of fun. It was very cool. And we lucked out because we had some beautiful weather the whole time. And this was a big huge donut that they had. You can see Logan's face in the center. And it's pretty neat. The buildings were very neat, and lots of hotels in this area, Brighton Beach. And if you don't know what Zoltar is, then maybe you're not an 80s baby. Watch the movie Big. Then you'll see. A great picture of Logan, and he's getting big. He's 10 years old already. Can't believe it. And if you see to the right, that pole, the second day that we went to Brighton, we actually rode on
Round two.
And this is Logan going on a log ride.
Okay, here he comes. Woo! That one was better? That was better? You're soaked.
So that was a lot of fun there. And this is a church that we walked by that I thought was very pretty. They have some beautiful churches, and it's just the architecture is very beautiful. We absolutely loved Brighton Beach, and we ended up going back a second time. So now it is the day for Friday, and that was London Day. Yay, we took the train into London. We were super duper excited. And we did a hop on, hop off bus tour. This was a double-decker bus. So I'm showing you here the map of the bus that we, like the route that we took. All the different stops that we can get off and on or just drive through to see. Since we'd never been there before, we wanted to stay on so we didn't miss anything. There's Big Ben, Westminster Bridge, the Eye of London. So as I go through the video, I'll try to pinpoint what place is what, so that way we have an idea. But yeah, this is the map that we use. Buckingham Palace. And Victoria Station. And then the back part of Buckingham Palace. And there is the Marble Arch. And then Piccadilly Circus and the Nelson's Column. And back around past Big Ben and across Westminster Bridge, right next to the London Eye and that Waterloo Station, and then up to St. Mary's Le Strand Church. And then Royal Court Justice and St. Paul's Cathedral. That's where all the royals got married. Royal Exchange, the monument. And then back to the big train station that we arrived to. Okay, so we took the train in to London Bridge. And we stepped out, and this is what we first saw. We were so excited. Okay, so the first bridge we saw was Tower Bridge, and I believe we were on London Bridge. We had to cross over to catch the stop for the hop on, hop off bus. So here's Logan and I on the bus. We got the top floor, so that was good. We got front seats. And this was us pulling up to the area that showed Big Ben. Logan was super excited because this is what his goal was. He wanted to see Big Ben. And man, was it big. Holy smokes. We got really lucky, guys. They were rehabbing it and they had scaffolding and everything. And the week before we arrived, they took all the scaffolding down. So I can't even tell you how beautiful this was. It was so beautiful. It really is stunning to see in person. So this made Logan's day. He was so excited. This little building happens to be my favorite. It was called the Albert, and I thought it was so stinking cute and adorable. I believe this here was the Marble Arch. Here's Logan. We found a picture of the Queen, cardboard cutout. Here is the London Eye. This was looking over toward the city part, and you can tell there's a lot of new skyscrapers being built. This building was called the Bush House, and in 1929 it was already declared as the most expensive building in the world. This little shop is called Twinnings. It's the tiniest and cutest and oldest tea shop in London. Buckingham Palace. Now this is definitely a bucket list checklist for me to finally see the Buckingham Palace and the soldiers and stuff. I actually was able to watch one of them moving around, so he was walking in a very soldier-like way to the other side over there, and Logan and I and my family were able to take lots of pictures and videos and stuff, so I just wanted to share with you guys some clips that we took. You can see in the background he had moved, so it was very cool to see this. And yes, it was very busy, very popular sightseeing spot for everyone. It was just lots and lots of fun. I really enjoyed taking in the moment and just being there, and just couldn't believe that we actually got to see it. Five guards.
Okay. Buckingham Palace. They inviting you for tea?
Okay, so that was our experience in Buckingham Palace area. This was on our way out. You can see some really cool old photographs of the royal family. Then we hopped back onto the hop on hop off city bus. It was called City Sight Tours, and it brought us into what's called Piccadilly Circus area. Piccadilly Square, I think, or Center. Piccadilly Circus. And this was kind of like a Times Square-ish feel. It was very busy there. They did have a Five Guys. And this area was really cool too. Lots of history behind this. They have guards that stand in between these two spots here on horses. I did catch this in one clip, but unfortunately it's on a different camera, so I haven't been able to pull that yet. But you do get to see that kind of thing sometimes. The second time we went around, they weren't there. So they definitely have change of guards and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see everything. And like every vacation, you can't always see everything and fit everything in, but we try to soak as much in as possible and make the most of the little time that we did have for the day. This architecture is just so gorgeous. It was just so much to take in, so much history. It was very cool. We're coming up on this monument that's called a Monument of the Women of World War II. You can see that as we go by it. Here we are on the other side of Big Ben. Okay, I think this is St. Mary's Le Strand. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what that is. And then we're going to come up upon St. Paul's Cathedral, which is the church where all the royals get married. But check out this church. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I think we're coming up on that big church, which is where all the royals get married. Okay, so this is our trip back from London on the train, and that was our day in London. I hope you enjoyed our little tour with me. And this was the next day. We went to a wedding. So my husband and Logan, all fancy and dressed up, looking handsome. And my husband and I. This was at a very beautiful old church. It's very pretty. It's a small little ceremony. And that was the happy couple. A beautiful setting. And from there we had a reception at a country club, and they had high tea, which was our first experience for high tea, so we were super duper excited to experience this. They went all out. We got to try lots of different teas and cakes and sweets and scones and desserts. It was very luxurious and exciting to try. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried high tea or experienced it, but I literally was like so excited to try it. I loved everything. I loved the little tea sets and the experiencing the tiny little cakes and the sandwiches, and it was just very beautiful. It was a lovely day. We had great weather the whole time. These were little cupcakes that someone made for the wedding. My wedding nails. I forgot to do a shot before we left, but this was it during the vacation. That's okay. And this was our Airbnb that we stayed at. And this was in Burgess Hill. We rented a room from this woman who rents her home as an Airbnb. It was very beautiful and perfect for what we needed because we were gone for most of the days. We just needed a place to sleep. It was very comfortable and very clean and a great atmosphere. Very pretty backyard. And it was located really well. It was very centrally located, which was very helpful for us to get to the train station and to family houses. Okay, so we decided, since we had such a great time at Brighton, we were going to head back. So Logan and my husband and I went to Brighton Beach again. So we took the train into Brighton, which is just south of London if you're not sure of it. Very easy to find. And we found a mall that had a Lego store. So of course Logan wanted to check this out. Alright, Logan, your turn. Yeah, I did a video. Step on the middle.
My hands are too big.
Oh my god. Okay, so we walked back down to the boardwalk, which is a lot of fun. Lots of different shops on either side, and lots of tiny little streets. It was very cool. I love the shopping, and I love the restaurants. Anything you can imagine you want to eat, you want to drink, you want to hang out at a bar, anything. And this place here had a live singer, a little guy on that had a guitar. Lots of shopping and fun. And this was called British Airways I-360. I decided I was going to brave it and go up inside of it. This is a really cool hotel here, right on the beach. Probably super expensive. Okay, so we're going to tackle British Airways I-360. Now guys, I'm afraid of heights now. I never used to be, but now that I'm older, I am. But I did it for Logan. I did it because I'm a mom. I got over my fear and I went up in this big ginormous thing. I did it. Okay, so thankfully it just raises very slowly and smoothly, so if I didn't pay attention to the ground too much, I didn't realize how high we were going up. But yeah, Logan got a kick out of me being nervous, but once I found my seat, I stayed put and hung out. And yes, you could walk around the whole entire thing. It was kind of like a one big donut dome type thing. And there was a bar inside and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty nice. Beautiful view. Holy smokes, check that out. All that beach in front of us was the part that does have the sand, not the rocks. On the other side is the part that has the rocks. So it's very, very beautiful. That looking out into the ocean. As you can see, all the right side is all tons of buildings and resort, well, not resorts, but hotels, shopping, businesses, all that kind of stuff. Brighton is a very awesome place. I really enjoyed it. We got some great shots, and Logan will give you a walkthrough. So I hope you enjoy his little walkthrough for you. Okay, and now we're heading back down, so that's it for this tower. and we had to stop by and grab a Mr. Whippy. I don't know if you've ever had that. It's sort of like a Mr. Softy. It's vanilla soft serve, delicious ice with a chocolate stick in it. Okay, so for our last day, we hung out at this outdoor restaurant. It was really beautiful. Had a nice dinner, and then we were heading to the airport the next morning, super duper early in the morning. We were heading out back to JFK. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this travel. If you like these, I will definitely bring you guys along with our next travel that we do, now that things are getting back to semi-normal, or the new normal, I should say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a like and thumbs up and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.